Look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Murray, and it's Maxey in at the point guard position. And for Utah, we've got Paul George. He's out there with Ja Morant. And it's Najee in at the 5, roaming the paint. Grant, hard to believe that NBA games are back. Preseason quantification is over.
BA, you're spot on. No more... No more wondering, the games count now. A lot of optimism could be about to vanish in these first handful of games. Got to check it out.
Now here's Murray. To the paint. George with a steal. Morant against Maxey. George outside. Back to Morant. 6 to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Fires from deep. Rebound by Philadelphia. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie, and you could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
Utah with the ball. Pass to Cowens. Over Murray. Chamberlain pulls it in.
Well, that's two good players going at each other. Advantage to the defense that time.
Here's Iverson. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Pass to George. Over to the left wing. Utah moving the ball around. From the arc. Utah with another miss. Here's Iverson. And he gets it to go from the high post. Iverson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
Well, the key is to take what the defense allows. That is smart basketball.
Pass to Najee. Now here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And you know you're always going to see some highlights when Morant is on the court. I mean, he loves to use that incredible 44-inch vertical.
Now here's Maxey. Really had his troubles in the loss to Chicago. He just couldn't find his rhythm. Here's Iverson. George defending. Shot's good by Iverson.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Morant looking for an opening. Plenty of space. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Chamberlain's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Maxey. Launches it. Cowens grabs the board.
What a cold start. They need a different approach here.
How about the motor of Tyrese Maxey, Tim? He just does not quit ever.
He's one of those guys who tracks the most miles run during games. Maxey probably wears out his shoes faster than anyone. Sharp turns, hard cuts. He's always on the move.
George with a steal. To the inside. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020. He's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." BA, back to you.
The drive for greatness. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Shot's good by Morant.
Opting for the quick shot there. Morant trying to outpace the defense.
Pass to Chamberlain. Maxey feeling it out a bit. Over Morant. Can't nail the jumper.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Here's Cowens. That one's good. This game is all even.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So Utah ends up going with a new group. And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. Philadelphia, number 1.
They built a reputation around the league last season. Do not test them at the rim.
Philadelphia has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Iverson, coming off a 16-point game against Chicago. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. These are his first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Brooks has got the ball here for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 2. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
It was almost like they were lethargic at times. The urgency just wasn't what it needed to be.
A nice shot by Hobson. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Smith left side. Outside McCain. Outside for Brooks. Utah moving the ball around. Pulls up on the wing. Sasser can't hit.
And it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Out to the wing. And Smith over to help. And he comes up with a bucket. Chamberlain's got his second bucket of the night.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Outside McCain. Three-pointer. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And the shot's good. And it's an 8-point Philadelphia lead.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Back to Brooks. Pass to Sasser. Outside McCain. Picked by Smith. To halt the run. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Here's McCain. He really had an off game against the Rockets.
76ers ball.
Philadelphia leading by 8. And we've got 28 seconds left in the opening quarter. Hobson passes to Chamberlain. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
And here's McCain, still without a bucket. Pass to Adrian, to the left side wing. Sasser. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers earning this break in the action, up 10. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be back in a moment. If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Murray out there with Yves Missi. And it's Hobson in at the 2.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Jazz trail by 8. Outside Morant. Here's Cowens. Missi grabs the board. The Sixers lead by 8. Pass to Hobson. Oh, George with a steal. Fast break, Utah. Morant caps off the break.
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
To the middle. Here's Missi. They kick it out to Murray. Right wing. 5 to shoot. Pass to Iverson. The 3. Utah grabs the miss. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. And that game will conclude a 4-game homestand for them. Here's Adrian. He's guarded by Missi. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
Najee, he's checked in for Utah. Utah shooting their first free throw of the night. Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort. Look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of 1-2, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Morant. Tries again. That one doesn't drop.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Here's Murray, and here's another one for the Sixers. And so Moran will bring it up for Utah. 7-point differential. Yep, that one goes. 7 points in the game.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Tyrese Maxey's checked in for Philadelphia. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Murray. The three ball. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Jazz trail by 5. So let's head to the sidelines. We've got some news on Tyrese Maxey. Allie, what have you heard?
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the 76ers. The knee did bend backwards, and he confirmed it was hyperextended. Doesn't appear to be any significant ligament damage at this time. All indications are that he's able to play through it, and while this injury doesn't seem to be a lingering one, it's still something to monitor.
Okay, Allie, thank you. And now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Well, sometimes those injuries come at a tough time.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Cowens. Maxey covering. That's his third basket and 5 shots. Solid work.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Messi. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Jazz trail by 5. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Trying to find a way to get some easy buckets. You don't want to just think you can shoot your way out of this.
Substitution on the court.
Brooks outside. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to McCain. Pick by Smith. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the triple.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Inside. Chamberlain gets the bucket. And now it's a 7-point Philadelphia lead.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Pass to McCain. Here's Brooks. For 3, George nails it from 3. George has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Maxey against Brooks. Maxey passes to Chamberlain, and it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
First team foul.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Wilt Chamberlain, 1 shot.
And Legs, one thing we're seeing more of these days, head coaches who weren't necessarily high-profile guys coming in.
Well, I do think when you walk into a locker room having played before, there is a level of credibility that's automatically there. But in the age of analytics, it's probably less important that a head coach be a former NBA player.
Here's Hobson. Down low. The kick out to Maxey. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Outside McCain. Picked by Smith. To the right side. 4-3. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. We've got 1:13 left in the second period. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Wilt Chamberlain, 2 shots.
That one misses. The Jazz making a switch here. George is checked in. And the second free throw is good.
Now here in the second quarter, he's getting to the line. I like the aggressiveness.
Outside McCain. Brooks outside. Fires in the triple. Brooks has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Here's Hobson. To the paint. Chamberlain gets the bucket. Chamberlain's got 16 points.
So his efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
George against Maxey. From 20 feet. Chamberlain. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, just great energy. Stay with the play all the way through.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Philadelphia 76ers.
They're moving well on offense, great teamwork. Maybe not as strong as our teamwork, but whose is?
How about your old Lakers team?
What I remember seeing, they pass the ball into Shaq Ernie, and it never comes back out.
That's why they call me the Shaq Hole.
And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
Brought their A games. This is what it means to try to put a team on your shoulders, Ernie.
What do you mean? I've been carrying you on this show for years.
That's not entirely true. I'd say maybe the first 2 years.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Jazz trail by 11. Paul George out there with Ja Morant. Then it's Zeke Naji, and it's Cowens in at the 4-man position. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half. Pass to Iverson. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. He's got 12.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
Now here's George. Back to Morant. 3-pointer. Yes! A Morant 3!
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that 3.
Here's Iverson. The shake. Paul George pulls it in.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. Good on both. Tim, you graduated with an MBA from an elite business school. How has that impacted how you look at the NBA?
Well, it certainly gives you a look at how the business side of things are impacted in the NBA and a real grasp of the numbers. And man, oh man, are those numbers big at this level.
Now here's George. Ooh, stolen by Murray. It's good. And the 76ers lead by 10.
This is intelligent basketball, forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Pass to George. Here's Cowens. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Outside Murray from downtown, and the three-pointer goes.
3 points.
Murray's got 5 points.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
There's a screen. The shot from 20 feet out buries the jump shot. He's got 9.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Philadelphia shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the 76ers making a change here. Mesey's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Jazz trail by 12. Pass to Morant. Deflected! And they'll get another chance. George for 3, and a great assist by Morant as that one goes. George has got 6 points.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Here's Iverson. All right, we got a chance now to see how the starters and bench match up scoring-wise tonight for the Jazz. This is his second trip to the line in the game.
The 76ers, Allen Iverson, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
Their lead could be even bigger right now, but their efficiency from the line has dropped off a little.
And he's good on the second. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Morant, the pass to George. Back to Morant. Rebound by Philadelphia. Chamberlain's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. McCain's checked in for Najee. And Philadelphia making a change here. The Sixers lead by 10. Here's Iverson. He's got 13. Pass to Hobson. Pulls up at the elbow, and he hits the jumper for 2. Hobson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, that's a shot that some defenses can give up, but not to that guy.
Takes the 3. Misi grabs the board.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
Here's Chamberlain. Picked it out of midair. Outside McCain. Here's Cowens. He's guarded by Misi. Here's McCain. 5 on the clock. For 3, George. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 4 rebounds now. Maxey against Moran. Stolen. Here we go. Pass to McCain. Back to Moran. Now George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. George has got 8. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Okay, fans.
Chamberlain passes to Maxey. Pass to Iverson. Knocks it down from distance. Iverson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
George's shot is off.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Goes up on the wing. Here's Chamberlain. Just outstanding. He hits again, and he's still a perfect 9 for 9.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Now here's Brooks. McCain with it. 4 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Adrian, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Here's Hobson. 6 points for him. Out left to the wing. Iverson. Out of bounds. It'll be Jazz ball. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Saturday, the New York Knicks come to town, kicking off a homestand for them. Then on Tuesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Portland, going up against the Blazers.
And for that game against San Antonio, it's one that I'm curious about. It'll be their 6th contest of the season for them, and a game that should have a lot of great matchups.
Morant, he's checked in for Utah. The 76ers also with a sub. Murray's checked in. Philadelphia leading by 13. Here's Iverson. He's got 16. Outside Maxey. They set the pick. Fires the 3. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
Yep, count it.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
Here's Iverson. That shot missing. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. They've got Tyrese Maxey, and it's Chamberlain in at the 5 spot.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Moran against Maxey. It's McCain on the wing. And no good, trying to use the glass.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Oh, deflected. From deep. Shot's good by Iverson. Iverson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he was non-existent from 3 in the first half. Now he's changing the narrative.
From behind the arc. Iverson with a rebound. Philadelphia leading by 18. For 3. Utah with the rebound. Chamberlain gets the bucket.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Moran against Maxey. Pass to McCain. Back to Moran to end the run. The putback. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. To the inside. Chamberlain, no good. Jazz trail by 20. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
The Jazz again can't hit. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Outside Murray. The 3 is up. Hits the trifecta.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Graham, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much. They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And there's a 3-second violation.
Utah ball.
Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to McCain. Back to Moran. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Here in the second half, you see they've gone to the long ball to try to keep up.
Maxey finds Murray. Maxey passes to Chamberlain. Philadelphia moving it around. Shot clock at 6. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Philadelphia.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And they have left the defense scrambling because they have found success in the paint, which has allowed them to play inside out.
First free throw is good. All right, Tim, you've covered the NBA for a long time now. What's one thing you wish you could change about how we cover the game?
Well, I think there's a temptation to boil it down to hot takes, and I'd much rather see us cover the appreciation that we all have for the nuances of the actual basketball.
Game has never been more skilled than it is right now.
Totally agree.
Maxey against Morant. Releases. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And there's a pick. Here's Iverson. Knocks down the triple. Iverson's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
With the step back, here's Maxey. It's rebounded by Najee.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
The three, and his fifth make of the game in 12 attempts.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
Here's Iverson. And as NBA franchise values continue to skyrocket, it's pretty amazing to see, isn't it, Legs?
It really is. And even if you're LeBron James, who has said he may want to own a team in the future, he may even need some help footing that bill. It is pricey.
Adding zeros by the decades. Utah making a switch here. George is checked in. Cowens passes to Morant. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
Over to the wing. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Utah has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Pass to Cowens. Inside. Got a piece of it. Here's Iverson.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Here's what the Lions have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jaylen Brown. And then on Sunday, they'll start out on the road to play the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Here are the starters for Cincinnati. They've got Robinson. Johnson is out there with Tracy McGrady. Then there's Havlicek, and it's Howell in at the 4. And for Chicago, Jordan is out there with Harper. And there's Pippen, then it's Rodney, and it's Love in at the center. And we got minutes, we have rotations. These elements, Greg, are very much in the works at this time of the season.
And I tell you, a hot streak from a role player might earn them a starting spot. And further success can really shake things up. Giving everyone a fair chance is key.
And so it's the Bulls getting on the board first. Here's McGrady. And that one, good.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Harper the pass to Pippen. And here is Jordan. The 3. That shot off the mark. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Down low, Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Harper against McGrady. Harper dishes to Jordan. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in. Jordan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And what you like there, Jordan never looks like he's rushing. Makes quick, solid decisions.
A shot by McGrady, no good. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Jordan outside. That doesn't go either for Jordan. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Lions. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the Bulls this season.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
And here's Harper from the arc. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. McGrady passes to Johnson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get it to the right guy. get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
Now here's Jordan. His last outing, 16 points for him. 6 to shoot. Here's Harper. It's rebounded by Cincinnati.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Cincinnati shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That free throw missing. And he can't hit the second. And he nails the third. Bulls trail by 3. Now Harper. Jordan outside. Back to Harper. And it's Howell with the rebound. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against Philadelphia.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Jordan outside. Canes it from downtown. Jordan's got 7.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
McGrady outside. Cincinnati again missing.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts.
Here's Harper. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen.
And this is how unselfish Pippen can be, wanting to find his teammates.
McGrady outside. A three-pointer is right on target. 5 points in the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Harper. Just 4 to shoot. Launches a 3. Robinson pulls it in.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Johnson outside. Back to McGrady. Pass to Havlicek. Takes the 3. Rodman with the rebound. Rodman's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now Jordan puts up a 3. Good on the triple. Jordan's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Chicago.
Well, he's had a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
And timeout called by Wes Unseld Jr. He's ready to talk things through with them. So Chicago ends up going with a new group. And the Lions with some changes. Here is Russell. Pass to Wells. This one for 3. Wilcox with the rebound.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Here's Cartwright. 5 to shoot. And that one is hammered home.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Here's Atkins, buries the long-range jumper.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Kerr outside. Over Atkins. Poke loose. Gilmore passes to Wilcox. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Pass to Wells. Some nice passing here by Cincinnati. Here's Cooper. Still scoreless. Here's Kerr. Pick by Cartwright to the paint. It's good. And so Kerr with the assist. And the Bulls lead by 3.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Wells with it. Inside. And here's Kukoc. Pass to Kerr. Here's Gilmore. Covered by Starks. Shots good by Gilmore. And now a 5-point Bulls lead. Michael Jordan getting it done for Chicago. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bulls.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, that can be infectious.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
So with Rodman on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Pippen is out there, Tony Kukoc. Then it's Kerr, it's Michael Jordan, and it's Love in at the 5 spot. The Bulls leading by 5. Pass to Pippen. McGrady against Kerr to the inside, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Here's a look at the stats for Robinson. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, he chipped in about 25 per, 13 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Rodman comes in for Tony Kukoc, and it's Harper in for Kerr. Pass to Jordan. That ball. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Pippen's got assist number 5 here tonight. Cincinnati trails by 8. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And here's Johnson outside. Scottie Pippen grabs the miss. A basket here would push their lead to double digits.
Yeah, looking in control at this point.
Jordan outside. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Johnson. Jordan can't get it to go. Well, Cincinnati shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Johnson outside. Cincinnati again missing. The Bulls leading by 8. Pippen kicks to Harper. Outside Jordan. From deep three-point territory. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Well, they couldn't buy a bucket at times, and that's frustrating, and that game was not their friend.
I thought the striking thing was how little offense they generated. It doesn't matter how stout your defense is when you play that poorly on the offensive end.
Jordan with another miss.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Stolen by Rodman. Pippen with it. Now McGrady defending. Jordan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And teams are always looking for positional size. Of course, where is that most valuable?
If you look across the league today, Kevin, it's at every single position. Size and skill as a combination is very tough to beat, and teams are getting bigger and more skilled across positions now.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And timeout called by Wes Unseld Jr. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. You look at Jordan, you know what you're going to get from him day in and day out.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Cincinnati trails by 10. Now McGrady, 5 points in the game. From deep, Johnson, Love grabs the board. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA understands its future is electronic. Commissioner Adam Silver said the vast majority of people consume us through media, not in person. Our social media audience is the highest of any league and continuing to grow exponentially. So there's no lack of interest in this game. Back to you, Kev.
It is a beautiful thing. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Clock at 6. Havlicek, the pass to Robinson. Cincinnati again missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Back to Jordan. Close range, Michael Jordan.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And timeout called by Wes Unseld Jr. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Russell passes to Atkins. Now Wells to end the cold streak. Scottie Pippen grabs the miss.
You can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Pass to Wells. Some nice passing here by Cincinnati. Havlicek outside, driving the lane, and he gets the bucket. Havlicek's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Wilcox passes to Gilmore. To the middle, it's tipped. Here's Atkins. Pass to Havlicek. Shoots over Pippen. Rebound by the Bulls.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Atkins passes to Havlicek. 1:53 left in the first half of basketball. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Atkins misses. And here are the Bulls now. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Wilcox can't hit. Cincinnati trails by 17 to the right side. Starts with a screen on Harper. Inside. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Wells passes to Starks. Gilmore grabs the miss. Chicago leading by 17. Here is Wilcox. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Gilmore, no good. Havlicek outside. seconds on the shot clock. Good on the shot. Havlicek's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Here's Wilcox. A three-pointer off the mark. Cincinnati trails by 15. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's Havlicek missing. To the paint. Shot left block. And he can't bank that one in. And so it's the Chicago Bulls riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Billy Donovan here with us now, and Coach, your team finishing the first half in impressive fashion. What's working for you out there?
Yeah, well, I think we got some stops. We played good defense, allowed us to get out in transition. That was helpful. So just got to keep grinding away.
Defense has been their anchor so far. We'll see if they can keep it up, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. And folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Great to have you with us. Starting out, let's check out the award winners for Players of the Week. What do you think about our Eastern Conference winner?
Plenty of LOVE. That's what you can do about this game. Love it, because that combination of skill and size, man, that big fella is taking care of business. Game in and game out.
Yeah, and that really that CONSISTEN. Anyway, consistency.
There you go.
That's what it's all about. And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Bulls.
Just moving the ball, you can confuse and frustrate a defense.
Yeah, so many of their points have come off assists, executing at a very high level. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Michael Jordan in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Checking out now the group for Wes Unseld Jr. to start the second half. We've got Johnson, Howell out there with Robinson. Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's Havlicek in at the 3. Now, here's Pippen. Hasn't made one yet. Rodman with a screen on McGrady. And Rodman with the slam.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
Jordan against Johnson. McGrady left side. Over Harper. The shot by McGrady, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Jordan against McGrady. No good from Jordan.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
The shot by McGrady, no good.
This is what frustrates coaches. You come out of the half and you miss your first 3 shots.
Outside, Jordan. Back to Harper. Outside, Jordan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Cincinnati. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. And that one's good. McGrady.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Harper against McGrady. Jordan deciding where to go with it. It's rebounded by David Robinson. Robinson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's McGrady. It's all in by the Bulls. Pippen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Good on the three-point shot. Jordan's got 5 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And timeout called by Wes Unseld Jr. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Chicago making some changes. Kukoc, he's checked in for Pippen. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Harper. And Cincinnati making a change here as well. Cooper, he's checked in for Havlicek. Cincinnati trails by 19. Pass to Cooper. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Robinson a screen on Rodman. To the inside and stolen by Love. Here's Jordan. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Jordan's got 27 points.
And the beauty of Jordan's pull-up, he can do it running full speed or laterally in either direction.
Johnson kicks to McGrady. Some nice passing here by Cincinnati. Here's Robinson. A second chance effort, and the layup is good. Robinson's got his second bucket.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
Pass to Jordan. Back to Kerr. Love with the screen on McGrady. Kicks it out to Rodman. Here's Jordan. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art. Changing shots without making contact. Boy, after making 1-3 in the first half, he's knocked down 2 in the second.
And then outside. Pass to Jordan. There's the drive, and Jordan throws it down.
It's just one of those nights where Jordan can do no wrong offensively. And let's talk about the endurance to go along with it. Wow.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Jordan on the wing. Love with the screen for Jordan. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Johnson with the bounce pass. The three-pointer, no good. The Bulls leading by 20. Kukoc dishes to Jordan. Out to Kukoc. Pass to Love. Kerr against McGrady. Love with the screen on McGrady. And there's Love. That's good on the assist by Kerr.
You can't just stop when there's a pick setup. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
1:44 left here in the third quarter. Sinks the triple.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And that one's good. McGrady.
After hitting only 1 from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Jalen Wells checked in for Cincinnati. You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of. If you don't want your pocket picked, here are last season's steals leaders. You take a look at Jordan, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
There were so many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. Not a surprise to see him ranked at the top.
Now, here's Kerr. Still yet to score. Down low, Gilmore. That's good. And so Kerr with the assist.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Cooper. There's McGrady. And Jordan with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Well, Cincinnati shooting 31% here in the third offensively. They are looking bleak. Back to McGrady. Pass to Cooper. There's the triple. And another three for Cincinnati.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Here's Jordan. Bank shot, no good. And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Back right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Rodman on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Harper is out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Tony Kukoc. Then there's Pippen. And it's Gilmore in at the center position.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
McGrady passes to Howell. Up again. It's good on the putback.
I mean, just throwing himself on the offensive glass. Robinson knows he has the size and length to capitalize there.
Now here's Pippen. Pass to Jordan. Harper kicks to Pippen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Kukoc gets the bucket.
Love the assertiveness from Kukoc, a valuable offensive weapon for this team.
Robinson a screen on Harper. Latrey. A shot by McGrady, no good.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Now here's Harper. Jordan with it. And then slammed in by Jordan.
Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Robinson sets a screen for Wells. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wells has got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. And here is Harper, outside Jordan. Outside Harper. Over McGrady. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Robinson's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Boy, his teammates have really picked him up. But I'm sure, boy, they'd love something down the stretch out of this guy.
Now, Jordan, following McGrady's three-point attempt. Harper the pass to Pippen. Jordan kicks to Kukoc. To the paint, here's Gilmore, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere. No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help this team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Now here's Jordan. No good on the three. Harper against Havlicek. Rebound by the Bulls. Pippen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Harper the pass to Pippen. Now here's Jordan. Fires the three. And he's good on the three ball. Jordan's got 5 points in the quarter.
There's a ferocity and intensity to Jordan, but he also has the finesse and skill.
Takes it inside. McGrady dishes to Wells. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Clock is at 3. Shoots the 3. Gilmore grabs the miss. Gilmore's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jordan outside. TV won't complain about the review process. The longer the review, the more it disrupts the flow of the game.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have the best athletes in the world competing at the highest level, and then all of a sudden it stops. And if the duration is too long, it takes the player.
2K Sports with some NBA hoops. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And let's see what the Minnesota Timberwolves have coming up. On Friday, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks coming to town. And then on Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Now a look at Vancouver's starting lineup. We've got George, also Karl Anthony Towns out there, and it's Artest in at the small forward position. And for Minnesota, Edgecombe out there with Edwards. And it's Mullen. In at the 3 slot. But Coach, there's no better feeling than getting a new season underway.
That's so true. We've been waiting for a while, haven't we, B.A.? There's a lot of excitement surrounding this season. Glad it's finally here, and I'm glad we get to be on the ball.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
George outside. Vancouver moving the ball around. Cunningham outside. Clock at 6. Over Edgecombe. And that one's good. Cunningham.
Yeah, that's a shot that Cunningham is very comfortable with. No problem with the mid-range.
To the middle. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. We played just over a minute here in the first. To the wing on the left. Offline with a 3. Here's Edgecombe. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And they're pushing it up. And the layup is good off the glass.
With that long reach, Towns picks it, then has the awareness to get the ball up the floor.
To the paint. Here's Edwards. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside Edwards. Pass to Vaughn. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Artest. The Ravens have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Cunningham outside. On the take. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, and his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just feasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
And again, it's Vancouver missing. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. Trailing by 2. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
Yeah, they found some decent looks, but the shots just weren't falling. Sometimes it goes like that.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way. Well, look, that's another missed opportunity. 1 for 5 now from the field.
Right at the free throw line. Good on the shot. Cunningham's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, he's always on the hunt. Cunningham's next shot is never far off.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. This game against Vancouver is the first time they've met this year.
And they swept the team last season, got the upper hand, and sustained the momentum.
Well, the disparity in talent has been clear-cut, but it's another season and another opportunity to turn the tables.
at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Oh, they get a hand on it. And they're on the break. Here's our test. And he buries his first look. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Vancouver.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
So it's Minnesota now. Vancouver making their last shot. Oh, nice shot by Mullen.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
18 feet out. Unable to get that one. Timberwolves trail by 4. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. We talked about the matchup issues that Karl-Anthony Towns creates for defenses. Coach said the combination of size and skill make Cat a tough cover. If you put a center on him, he can beat them with his quickness or his perimeter game. And if you put a wing on him, he can overpower them in the post. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Good. Cunningham's got 6 points. Here's Edgecombe. No points yet. Outside Edwards. Pass to Mullen. Here's Edgecombe. Just 5 to shoot. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Vancouver calls timeout. The Ravens have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Pass to West. Here's Dawson. Here's Wright. It's rebounded by Divac. Here's Vaughn. Edwards with it. Now here's Avdia. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Edwards got 3 assists in the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Dawson. Here's our test. Here's the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. 5 points in the game.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Edwards. 35 points his last game. Misses the baby hook. A minute and a half left now in the first quarter. Here's our test. Guarded by Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Vancouver shooting their first foul shots of the night.
2 shots. Or 2.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the T-Wolves. 4-point game. Pass to Vaughn. Avdia outside. Shot clock at 6. Vancouver with a rebound.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Here's Lewis. No points so far. Here's our test. Lays it up and banks it in. And Vancouver leads by 6.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Avdia passes to Ridnour. Here's Vaughn. Outside Edwards to the inside. Right with a steal. Here's Lewis. Pass to Dawson. Down low. Here's our test, and it's going to be a 3-second call. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Vancouver ahead, leading by 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Ravens, what's your take?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off. Jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
We've got Edgecombe, and it's Avdia in at the power forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Mullen can't get it to go. Vancouver leading by 6. Towns on a screen. Here's Dawson. Pass to Towns. 3 on the clock. It's blocked. Here's Edgecombe. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Bonner. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And a lot of spot-up shooters now adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Vancouver making a switch here. Cunningham's checked in. Vancouver leading by 4. All right, let's get an update on Kate Cunningham's injury. Allie, any news?
Thanks, guys. I just talked with the Ravens' head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Though it'll take some time to fully recover from this injury, the staff has given him the green light to play on it. Guys?
Allie, thanks for the info.
Yeah. So much changes around the league year to year, but the danger and impact of injury remains largely the same. It's not enough to be good. You gotta be lucky too.
Here's Lewis, following the score by Minnesota. Towns on a screen to the left wing. Jacks up a 3. Oh, can't get Towns any space from there.
Well, with his mechanics and size, when Towns spots up, it's tough to disrupt his shot.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Just 5 on the clock. A nice shot by Mullen.
Whew, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Vancouver. 3-point lead. Looking ahead, they've got the Cavaliers coming to town for their next one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Towns. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, Towns is a great outside shooter, but I prefer it when he goes to work inside.
To the inside. Avdia can't get it to go. Vancouver leading by 5. Cunningham outside. Avdia pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Pass to Mullen. Here's the pick to the middle. Here's Bonner. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Towns on a screen. Puts up a three. And again, it's Vancouver missing. Timberwolves trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Bonner. And that one is hammered home.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
Cunningham, right side. Knocks it loose. It's a one-on-one situation. Oh, wow. Look out. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Here's Edgecombe. Lets it go from 11, and it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Lewis. Cunningham on the wing. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Bonner. Bonner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Mullen, pass to Ridnour. Good work there as it goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And the jam by George.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And a new group getting ready for Vancouver. Pass to Edgecombe. It's Edwards on the wing. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Minnesota again missing. Vancouver has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Inside. Cunningham outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, it's his heart and leadership that set Cunningham apart. He's never given you less than 100%, and he's always playing to win. Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Pass to Vaughn. This one for 3. Vancouver with a rebound.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Edwards for 3. No luck on that one. The Ravens leading. Cunningham looking around. Over Edwards. And again, it's Vancouver missing. Minnesota's gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Another miss by Minnesota.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Oh, nice shot by Mullen. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
26 seconds left in the first half. Pass to West. Here's Dawson. Vancouver moving the ball around. And it's Cunningham missing. Divac, the pass to Edwards. Here's Mullen. Pulls it from 20. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Minnesota. They lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
You know, for the Ravens, they started the season on a high note. Now they look to improve to 2-0.
Yeah, they look strong in their first matchup. Played with a lot of energy. We'll see if it carries over into this one.
Getting to that first half of action from Minnesota, they find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
It's a coach's dream to see the ball whip around the floor like this. They're playing some selfless basketball. It's been a thing of beauty.
Stacking the dimes and buying buckets. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Ravens. And Vancouver, looking at who they've got. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with George. Then there's Cunningham, and it's Artest in at the 3. Edwards, the pass to Mullen. Outside Edwards. Pass to Mullen. 6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. Vancouver with a rebound. George has got 4 rebounds in the game. And down it goes. 2 points. Artest has got 11 points. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow.
Edwards. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Good instincts from Towns defensively to find the block. And his reach also helps him out there.
Out to the wing. Cunningham outside. Towns on a screen. Cunningham finds Towns. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And it's a 3-point Vancouver lead. Towns has gone 3 of 7 tonight. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Down low. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Yeah, great play from Edwards off the pick and roll. Moving the ball around and get another guy a shot.
Cunningham outside. George outside. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Okay, Cunningham, strong.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Cunningham on the wing. George outside. Pass to Towns. The putback. Not going to go that time.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Vaughn. George defending. Here's Mullen. Doesn't go for him. Vancouver leading by 3. Pass to Artest. George outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him. Now a timeout called by Vancouver. Let's take a second to view the 2K leaderboard and look at last season's top scoring squads. The 4th spot held by the Timberwolves.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Pass to Artest. Cunningham outside. And again, it's Vancouver missing. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Ridnour. Here's Vaughn. And here's Avdia. George defending. here's Edwards. Still no points. The score now all even.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Here's our test. 11 points in the game. Here's Cunningham. Ooh, Cunningham making moves inside.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Out to the right wing. Ridnour, the pass to Edwards. Optia finds Edwards. Here's Ridnour. 6 to shoot. Vancouver with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's George. Nails the baby hook. And it's a 4-point Vancouver lead. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Bonner. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
Edwards plays with such velocity.
Cunningham, left side. George outside. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Pass to Ridnour. A kick out to Edwards. Fires it from 18. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Here's our test. It's stolen away. Here's Optia. He's watched by Cunningham. Oh, he goes up high for the 2-handed slam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Now here's Cunningham. Towns for 3.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Optia against George. Optia passes to Ridnour. Here's Vaughn. And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by Artest. Artest has got 4 rebounds in the game. Cunningham outside. Fires from the line. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They set the screen to the middle. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Pass to Artest. 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Fires it. Cunningham taking the contact.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
And here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Cunningham outside. Oh, it's stolen. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Ravens ahead. They lead by 3. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. We've got Edgecombe. He's out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Divac in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Vancouver leading by 3. Pass to West. George outside. And here's Cunningham. It's rebounded by Vaughn.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And for the Ravens, they're shooting a solid 47%. To the paint. Wright finds George. And here's Cunningham outside. It doesn't go for him. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to Edwards. Here's Vaughn to tie it up. Can't hit that one. Now here's Cunningham. They set the pick. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And he lobs it up.
And Edwards makes so many winning plays, including finding his open teammate.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for Vancouver. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Vancouver calls timeout. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Vancouver's head coach had some advice for his team over the last break. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, "We're right there. Now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that." To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Well, yeah, that's why he was the #1 pick back in 2021. Cunningham showing there that he can dominate games.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Vancouver.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Pass to Cunningham. Let's go with a 3. Can't get it to drop.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Edwards, no good.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Now here's Towns. Guarded by Edwards. Pass to Cunningham. Beyond the arc. Vancouver moving the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Towns. Towns brushes him off.
Yeah, nice steady play from Towns against the clock. He wasn't rushing himself to get a shot off.
Here's Edgecombe. Here's Mullen. Minnesota again missing. Here's Artest. Pass to Cunningham. Over Edgecombe. And it's Cunningham missing.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Edwards, a pass to Mullen. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Edwards got assist number 7 tonight. Now Towns. Cunningham, right side. From 13, it's rebounded by Vaughn. Vaughn's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Mullen. Here's Divac. Over Towns. Divac can't get it to go.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Takes a three. Artest can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 6. Takes a three. George is there for the rebound. Vancouver has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Outside Cunningham. And here's the fast break. Edwards. Oh, Edwards just pulling his way inside.
Well, after that tough first half, you hoped he'd find his way to bounce back and get things going here in the second.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And the free throw, no good.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Just 5 on the clock. Cunningham fires. Ooh, the shot misses.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Cash it in.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
Now here's Cunningham. 14 feet away. That's off.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Outside Edwards. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
The 11-footer cleared away by Edwards. For Minnesota, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. To take the lead. Oh, it misses. Vancouver has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Outside George. Here's Cunningham. And he nails it.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Now here's Edwards.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great clutch. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
From 13. Oh, he can't hit it. 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Tries a spin move. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Wow, these are the moments that Edwards lives for. He is dynamite in the clutch.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. How do you think this is going to play out?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's George. 5 to shoot. Let's loose for 3. Oh, missed on the tray. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that about wraps it up. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They're still riding with the middle of the pack, but trending upward.
Well, right now for the Suns, they've really come together. You can see the confidence in their body language, playing with that sustained focus. That's why they're leading this division.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. We've got Hardaway, Washington out there at Malone. Then it's Barnes, and it's Baylor in at the 2 spot. And for Indiana, Boozer is out there with Willis. Then there's Robertson. Then it's Nash. A handful of games. Now played this season, Clark. What can these teams take away from their first few games?
You know, Kevin, I think a couple of things. One, you start to see what is and is not working. I think you can begin to adjust accordingly once you have that data. Also, a sense of knowing the season is long, no need to overreact. Stay even-keeled and keep your eye on improvement and progress.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Boozer. Pass to Willis. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Robertson. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Baylor with the ball. Covered by Robertson. No good from Baylor. Pass to Robertson. Baylor with the steal. And so just over a minute and a half played.
You know, the power and grace of Elgin Baylor, just too much to handle. This time he draws the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Now here's Nash. Pass to Robertson over Baylor. Robertson's shot is off. Baylor passes to Hardaway. From deep. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, and Hardaway there squared up from distance. He is as reliable as it gets from outside.
Over to the wing. Boozer kicks to Nash. Here's Robertson. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Barnes really just forcing the D to commit. They chose him, and boy, did he make them pay.
In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy, you can plug in just about anywhere.
They get it back.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Robertson right side. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season was sweeping the season series in this matchup.
Yeah, for sure. Neither team a big-time contender in their respective conferences, but the teams are fairly evenly matched, it can still be entertaining basketball.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Baylor dishes to Hardaway. And there's the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hardaway has got 5. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Chandler, who's checked in for Indiana. Pacers trail by 9. Now Robertson. Fast out and he saw him pour in 22.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Back over to you.
A tone setter for sure at that end. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Phoenix with the ball after Indiana gets the 3. Hardaway passes to Washington. Outside Baylor. Here's Malone, and it's Malone finishing it off.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Switching up on the changes now for Indiana. Benedict Mathering comes in for Boozer, and Andrew Nemhard's subbed in for Robertson. And then for Phoenix, Johnson, he's checked in for Washington. Franz Wagner comes in for Scotty Barnes. And it's Green in for Baylor.
Known as being a top-tier rebounder, Malone is a commanding presence on both ends and a very valuable part of this team.
The shot's good.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
It's slammed in by Malone.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now, here's Nash. He has yet to score. Nemhard's shot is good.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Phoenix leading by 9. Outside, Green. Pass to Johnson. There's the 3. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. Johnson sets the screen for Wagner. Second shot opportunity. Here's Malone. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Malone's got 9.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Green. Chandler with the block. Pass to Nash. Hardaway with the steal. score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Now, here's Nash. Nembhard the pass to Nash. Mathurin for 3. Green with the rebound.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Pass to Wagner from downtown. That one doesn't drop. Pacers trail by 10. Nembhard with it. Outside Mathurin. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
No good on that one. It's the second from the line. And he nails the third. And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. For those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Johnson is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then there's Washington. Then it's Bailey, and it's Green in at the point. Now here's Robertson. And it's Mathurin missing.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And that one's good by Baylor.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Now here's Boozer. Boozer is screen on Barnes. And it's Mathurin missing. So for Phoenix, their last game a win against Dallas. An exciting young guard, Benedict Mathurin. Clark, what's something you like about him?
Well, I got a lot of things I like about him. His smooth approach to offensive production. He can score it. He's got a nice handle. He can get to the rim. He gets to the foul line a ton. I mean, he's got a fearlessness about him and a confidence about him that seems to point to him being a star in the not-too-distant future.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Pass to Baylor. And that one, good. Baylor's got 14.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
the league in terms of rebounding. You know, they weren't going to win the rebounding battle, but every night it gave them a chance to compete.
And their low post defense was so strong last season, as you pointed out, with their block ranking. Teams had a lot of problems bringing the ball inside against them every game. And it's the Pacers with the ball. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Nembhard, the pass to Mathurin. Now here's Boozer. Willis with a screen on Johnson. 4 on the clock. Boozer, no luck.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here's Mathurin. To end the drought, drills it from outside. Mathurin's got 5.
Pick and roll, Benedict Mathurin poses a bunch of problems. Doing a good job that time reading and reacting to the defense.
Green against Nembhard. Green in the high post. Still without a basket. Johnson, the pass to Green. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to Seattle. There's a screen by Willis. Here's Mathurin. The jump hook. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Some say, Clark, the game has lost its physicality, with fewer fouls called on average than in any previous decade.
You know, I don't necessarily fully agree with that, Kevin. Sure, the game is still physical. Some of the hard fouls, and because the game was played closer to the basket in the past, lent itself to more fouls being called and more bumping and thumping. It's more perimeter oriented now, but I don't know if it's necessarily less physical. And I don't actually mind fewer foul calls. I like the players being able to play and put the ball in the basket as much as possible.
And so here is Indiana after the miss from Elgin Baylor. Pass to Nembhard. Boozer with the screen for Nembhard. Misses the 3. Suns leading by 11. Baylor passes to Green. Bucket is good. Green's got his first points of the night.
Oh, nice setup by Baylor. Man, this guy can pass, shoot, rebound. Anything you need, he's there to provide it.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Teams will make substitutions. Pacers trail by 13. Pass to Chandler. Robertson against Baylor. Robertson can't get it to go. Suns have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's Baylor. The shot is good off the backboard. Baylor's got 16 points.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Back to Nash. Nash with the screen on Barnes. Lets it fly, and he nails the jumper.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
Suns leading by 13. Outside Hardaway. Here's Baylor. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
And, you know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there. Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you got to be careful how you guard Barnes, especially when he's in attack mode.
The Suns shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That's good from Barnes. Barnes hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
1:37 left in the first half. Nash with the screen for Boozer. Again, Indiana. 1:27 left in the second quarter. Barnes outside. Malone passes to Baylor. To the middle. Here's Boozer. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Boozer.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Boozer. And so Boozer nails both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Get your cameras ready for the Pacers Crew. Attention fans, now on the court is your squad. Get live, go up and hear T-shirt Madman. Right now, fans, let's hear you go live.
A moment here to take a look at the numbers for Barnes. Coming off a terrific season. He was around 19 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. And really, he sets the table for this team with his playmaking.
Unselfish, at times to a fault. He just makes everybody around him better.
Now here's Malone. He's got 9. Pulls up. Baylor. It's rebounded by Robertson. Pacers trail by 9. Three-pointer on the way. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Defensive foul.
For Indiana, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect in line so far here in the second quarter.
For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Now here's Robertson. In the corner, it's Boozer. Oh, good with the triple. And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We come back right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the Fan half-court shot drum line. They're measuring up the shot.
And thank you for joining.
They've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys. I like that. Trying to capitalize on every single possession.
And now, and I know it's still early in the season, but let's take a moment to talk about the conference standings in the West.
You know, for the Suns, they knew it was going to be a tough year, and I got to say, it's been hard to watch.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic so far from Elgin Baylor.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Suns leading by 6. Nash is out there with Robertson. Then there's Boozer. Then there's Willis. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with. Now here's Malone. Over Boozer. Malone's shot. Good. Malone's got the first points of the second half up on the board for Phoenix.
Malone is relentless inside. So strong with non-stop effort.
Kicks it out to Robertson. Baylor with the steal. And here is Robertson. A 3-ball. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Washington's got 4 rebounds in this game. Hardaway passes to Malone. Over in the corner, Washington. Now the Pacers moving it up. Lets it go from 11. Rebound by the Suns.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their league. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Friday, they'll face off against John Morant and the Utah Jazz. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together. And, you know, beyond all the things Baylor gives you, he's an entertainer out on the floor. The acrobatics we see, something spectacular from this guy almost every game.
Now here is Hardaway. 7 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. A 3 from Barnes. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Suns lead by 11.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else.
Here's Hardaway. The Pacers making the shot. Malone a screen on Nash. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Indiana making some changes. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Boozer. And Andrew Nemhard's subbed in for Robertson. Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Green comes in for Baylor. Nemhard, the pass to Nash. Over Hardaway. And the shot is good. The Phoenix City's been cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Nash.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Malone finds Hardaway. The 10-footer. He gets that one. Hardaway's got 9 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Mathurin. He's got 5. Pulls up on the wing. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got 7 rebounds in the game. And it's Willis finishing it off.
When Mathurin's creating for his teammates, his offensive impact goes way up.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Inside. And Malone with the basket on the assist from Hardaway. Malone's got 4 points this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Nemhard with it. Guarded by Green. Nemhard the pass to Nash. There's a screen by Willis. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well the game is going global. Players Association President and sharpshooter C.J. McCollum said, with all the NBA players who weren't born in the United States, we're attracting fans from those places and it's going to make our game better. And that's what we want at the end of the day. Back to you guys.
Crossing over the borders. Allie, we thank you very much. Now here is Hardaway. He's got 9. Washington sets the pick for Hardaway. It's 3 pointers off the mark. Pacers trail by 11. Back to Nash. Pass to Willis. Indiana moving the ball around. Indiana again missing.
Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it.
Now, here's Johnson. No scoring in this one, and it's Green missing. And Greg, you watch Jalen Green, so much upside potential.
Yeah, he could be streaky, but one of the most combustible scorers in the league. When he's on, he can take over single-handedly.
Green, lethal off the catch. Good rhythm on that play.
Indiana's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Nash the pass to Willis. Now Mathurin. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Malone sets the pick for Hardaway. Pass to Malone. Pacers with the rebound, and they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they don't have to rush things.
On the wing, Mathurin. Covered by Johnson. And it's Mathurin missing.
A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
Hardaway kicks to Washington. Pass to Green. Malone in the post. He's got 13. Clock at 4.
There's no let up in Malone's attack. He is relentless, which makes defenses nervous.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And, you know, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for them. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass.
Some changes for Indiana. Chandler's checked in for Willis. Boozer comes in for Benedict Mathurin. And it's Robertson in for Andrew Nembhard. And then for Phoenix, Scotty Barnes. He's checked in for Washington. Franz Wagner comes in for Johnson. And it's Baylor in for Green. In the corner, it's Boozer. Shot to stop the run. Nice defense from Wagner.
And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the snide.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Here's Robertson. Well, Greg, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here.
Now, here's Robertson. Shot clock at 6. Outside Boozer. No good on the triple. So it's the Phoenix Suns with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
We reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Malone is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then there's Wagner. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Baylor in a shooting guard. And the dunk by Barnes.
And this kid has pops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That's his third foul of the game. The Suns making a switch here. Washington's checked in.
Number 88, Washington.
Nash outside. Indiana moving the ball over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. It's Boozer missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Nash dishes to Robertson. Back to Nash. Chandler with a screen for Nash. At the tip, great positioning on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Washington, that's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pacers trail by 20. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Out to Nash. Offside Chandler. Shot clock at 5. Robertson passes to Nash. Shoots over Wagner. Nash's shot is off. Phoenix leading by 20. Robertson with it. Baylor picks him up. Out to the wing. To the inside. Chandler. And Chandler throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
To the paint. It's hauled in by the Suns. Washington's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Washington sets the pick for Barnes. And then Washington with the dunk. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 14 rebounds.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Hardaway passes to Barnes. The fader. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 8th assist here tonight. Indiana's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Fades back. And Clark, one idea that Commissioner Silver mentioned, shortening NBA games to 40 minutes as opposed to the current 48 minutes. What are your thoughts there?
You know, Kevin, I don't know if shortening the game would be an answer. I certainly would love to see the season shortened to take maybe 12 to 14 games off the regular season. I think would go a long way to enhancing the season-long quality of play.
Pass to Robertson. Nash left side. Clock at 6. Boozer a screen on Hardaway. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Baylor. It's rebounded by Oscar Robertson. Robertson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Boozer can't get it to go.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
There's a screen by Washington. It's Hardaway with the drive. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Well, Clark, with the game becoming more global, some are saying the NBA should adopt some fever rules to more closely align the league. Any changes you welcome?
Well, you know, Kevin, with all the shooting that teams possess now, maybe the league can get away from the defensive 3-second rule. I mean, there's so much switching and interchanging of players to complete the offenses are usually so well spread out. I think you should just maybe abandon that particular rule. Throw those big guys a bone and let them park inside at their own peril.
Kevin Willis has checked in for the Pacers. And the Suns also making a change. Malone's checked in. Fades away. And he comes up with the deuce. 1:51 left in the game. Washington sets the pick for Hardaway. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Hey, don't let the height of Hardaway fool you. He's not that big, but he can compete anywhere on the court.
And stolen by Barnes.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one
Yeah,
up.
the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Malone gets the bucket.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done. And that is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
On offense, here are the Suns. Washington with the screen on Nash. Hardaway with the bounce pass. And Boozer with the block. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Robertson. Good work defensively by Baylor. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
Well, I tell you what, once Baylor gets into a groove the way he has tonight, he can absolutely carry the load on offense.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an
Boston, Massachusetts, the destination for the Rockets. The man in the middle, Alperen Şengün, will bring his unique skill set onto the court tonight as they get pumped up before the tip-off against the Celtics. Rockets, Celtics, only on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. Here's what the Houston Rockets have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, then on Monday, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks coming to town.
And that game against Memphis, it's the second game of a back-to-back, so you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
Here are the starters for Houston. And for the Celtics, they've got Anthony Black, Jason Tatum out there with Derek Lively, then it's Reza Shea, and so much to take in during the start of the season, Richard. It's hard to not overreact at times.
You got to remember that everything is going to get blown out of proportion. In the first week. Give it some time, let it breathe before everyone jumps to conclusions.
Now here's Thompson. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Shooting for Houston, Patrick Ewing, taking 2 shots.
Knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Fires for 3. Drills it from deep.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Now here's Şengün. And he makes it.
Şengün beats you with finesse and physicality.
Here's Reza Shea, tightly guarded. Outside Tatum. The three-pointer off the mark. And it's Houston's ball. Down low. It's stolen by Lively. Pass to Reza Shea. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
The first one falls. Well, Richard, some stars are the system, but Jason Tatum is often admired as a selfless system player.
Yeah, Jason enjoys being a piece of the greater puzzle. He doesn't have to have everything run through him, and I know that makes his teammates happy.
And so Tatum nails both of them.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
To the middle. It's hauled in by Black. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Outside Tatum. Fades. Just 5 to shoot. Boston again missing.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
McInnes. Reza Shea covering. And he lobs it up to the rim. It's stolen by Lively. Outside Ricochet. Lets it go from the wing. Nice jump shot.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Now here's Thompson. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Here's Ricochet. 15 in his last outing. Screen by Lively. To the inside. Rockets with a rebound. They defeated Utah in their last game.
That game could have been a lot closer than it was, but they were just too sharp down the stretch.
It was a very solid game for them, and the score might not tell the story of just how superior they were.
Clock at 6. The layup off target. The Rockets have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Yeah, they weren't doing themselves any favors missing all those free throws. You could sense the frustration mounting as the game went on.
And so it's Houston with it, following the bucket by Boston. And that one good.
Assist from Thompson.
So it's Boston now. Black outside. Pass to Ricochet. The three is up. Thompson pulls it in. The Rockets trail. McKinnon. Ricochet covering. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Now here's Black. Pass to Rice. Launches a three. Counted from distance.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Rockets trail by 3. Griffin outside. Now here's Peyton. Back to Griffin. And he gets it to go.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Boston's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Anderson passes to Black. Anderson with a screen. It's Anderson on the wing. Another one falls for Boston. The Rockets have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Inside, here's Griffin. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Now here's Black. Anderson with a screen on Thompson. There's the triple. Rice's shot is off. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. And Griffin gets it to go.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And finished off by Anderson.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
A nice shot by Rice. Rice has got 6.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Now here's Griffin. Give him 8. Hey, from beyond the arc. They get it again. It's good on the putback.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Celtics have gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Outside, Anderson. Lets the 3 fly. Griffin pulls down the board. The Rockets have got 8 out of 12 shots to fall. Left side, Peyton. The steal. On the break. Here's Black. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. On the wing, Peyton. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Here's Ryder driving in. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Rockets.
Horrible mistake right there. Yeah, hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
43, Mohammed Dean.
12 seconds left to play in the first. And he's going for the lob. And Griffin slams it in.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Tie game in Boston. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. It's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. We've got Alperen Sengun, and it's English in at the two-guard spot. To Ryder. Lively with a screen on Thompson. Ryder. Kept alive by Boston. Shot clock at 6. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. Now Thompson. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Pass to Gay to the inside. And Sengun throw it down.
Punishing the rim right there. Sengun.
Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. The Rockets pull it in, and that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. English passes to Thompson. And they're running. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. Boston, third.
You can see the emphasis they put on rebounding. Such a huge part of their game, and one that they didn't ignore.
Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Pass to English. There's the triple. Here's Ewing. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in. Ewing's got 6.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
There they are. Make some noise for Entertainment.
teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Outside Rizachet. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum from long range. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
With his touch, Tatum's a threat from anywhere.
It's picked off. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm. Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Rizachet. Outside Tatum. They set a pick. The 3 ball. And it's Ewing with a rebound. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. To the paint. Boom! He jams it straight down. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Now here's Rizachet. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
The Celtics making a switch here. Black's checked in. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Six on the shot clock. This one for 3. Rebound Boston. Here's Rizachet. Pass to Tatum. Outside Rizachet. Lets it fly. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Not the most effective pick, but he salvages the play with a terrific move.
Boston shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up.
At the line with 1 shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Rockets have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Down low. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to Rice. Banked it in off the glass. Rice has got 8.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
17-foot shot on the way, and he can't bank that one in.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Black. Left side wing. Fires from deep. Kept alive. Here's Rice. Good D by Payton. McInnes. Black defending.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Back to Griffin. Shot on the wing. It's hauled in by Black. Boston has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. 1:33 left in the second period. Here's Rice. Off target from 3-point range.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
It's tipped. Stolen by Anderson. Pass to Black. Back to Anderson. Out to the right wing. There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Park. Off target with the 3. The Rockets have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Now Griffin. Tipped. Fast break. Here come the Celtics.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam. Sponsored by AT&T. Rockets trail by 4. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Black. Connects from downtown. Black's got 7.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
With the fadeaway. And so we wrap up the first half. Boston out in front, up by 7. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
31.
Thanks for being here. Let's kick things off with a check on the NBA Players of the Week. Guys, how about our Eastern Conference winner?
The way the game is played now, it's tough for a big man to get the honors. But the bottom line is no one can match up with him. He's just too big and too skilled.
And you see that? He's using my move on the block, the Black Tornado.
What move is that? You going in circles?
Okay, stand up. I'll show you.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Boston Celtics.
They have been so careful with the rock. Smart passes, tight handle on the ball really speaks to the focus and discipline.
And that defense, try as they might, that does it for halftime.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. How about Blake Griffin with a strong contribution so far in this one?
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Rizachet out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Derek Lively. Then it's Anthony Black. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Such a wide open look. He's got 6.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
To the middle. Here's Ewing. That shot off the mark. Excellent D there from Lively. Pass to Black. Outside Tatum. From downtown. Thompson pulls it in. Rockets trail by 10. Here's Ewing, covered by Lively. 5 on the clock. Takes one from 10 feet, and it's off the back of the rim. No good. Boston has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Black outside. To the wing, right side. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul. And the Rockets making a change here.
Rocket substitution, number 2.
Rockets trail by 10. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Out left to the wing. Houston working the ball around. Here's English. Houston with another miss.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Right wing. Thompson outside. still need this. Boston with a rebound.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
Now Risache. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 4th rebound in this one. English passes to Thompson. Here's English. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Ewing. Lively with a block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. So both teams making some changes here. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Outside Risache. Clock at 6. Pass to Tatum. There's the three. JT for 3.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And Houston making a change here. Payton's checked in. Rockets trail by 15. Thompson outside. There's the screen. Pass to Gay. Will it go? Houston with another miss. Boston leading by 15. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, well, the NBA keeping an open mind. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "This is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I'm a fan of 10-minute quarters. A 2-hour format is more consistent with modern television habits, but it's such a dramatic change. Something like that would have to be talked about over time." Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
Screen by Lively. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets trail by 12. Pass to Gay. And here is Thompson. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Griffin, he's checked in for Houston. Boston leading by 12. Here's Ryder. No made baskets yet. From the arc. A nice shot by Rice.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Griffin left side. Outside Payton. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Ryder. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And there's the lob, and Griffin slams it in.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Pass to Rice, 4-3. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Now here's Thompson. Houston needs to get off a shot. Payton. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Payton's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Black checked in from Boston.
Substitution on the court.
Ball movement by Boston. 4 on the clock. Here's Rice. Boston again missing. Rockets trail by 10. Outside Peyton. Pass to Griffin. Griffin on the wing. Lively with the block. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. 9 points in the game.
This is his second three this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
Thompson outside. And there's the screen. Griffin on the wing. Shoots over Lively. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And so it's Boston in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. Back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Houston. It's stolen by Lively. And Boston pushing it up now. Here's Tatum. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Celtics lead by 15. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Well, they've also been impressive, forcing a ton of mistakes. Not only that, but converting those mistakes into points on the other end.
Pass to Rice. 6 to shoot. Griffin against Tatum. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Ewing. Now here's Griffin. Black defending. Griffin passes to Ewing. Deflects the pass. Tatum with a steal. Inside. Pass to Black. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this 4th quarter. Here's Rice. Fires for 3. Drops in the 3.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Hopper and Şengün checked in for Griffin. Rockets trail by 16. To the inside. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Tatum with a screen. Down low. Back to Lively. He's off on that one.
Give the defender credit, willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
To the paint. It's stolen by Lively. If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. McInnes. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Celtics lead by 14. Here's Rice. That one is off. Thompson in the post. Black defending. And the foul called on Anthony Black. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Ewing. Shoots over Lively, and Ewing gets it to go.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Tatum with a screen. Black outside. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance effort, and the layup is good. And the Celtics lead by 14.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Houston working the ball around. Here's Ewing, and another basket for Houston.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And the Celtics making a change here. Risse's checked in. Payton's checked in for the Rockets. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. And Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, you Ford, guys.
As always, Allie, thank you. Pass to Thompson. The three. Ewing, the second chance points on the tip in.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip ins are easier to make. Lively with a screen on Payton. Misses the three. Rockets trail by 13. Cash money from in close.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
For Boston, they've gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Guarded by Payton. On the wing, Risseche unloads. Can't get it to go. For Houston, they've gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. Oh, it's off!
That's their plan to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Lively. Oh, it's off target. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 11. Got a hand on it. Jacks up a three. It's cleared away by Thompson.
Even though it didn't go down, he'll take that shot every time.
1:27 left in the final quarter. Beyond the arc. That misses.
This is the definition of forcing. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Celtics.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Tatum against Şengün. Clock at 6. The putback. Can't get it. And it's Houston's ball. 9-point game. From downtown. Oh, the shot is off. So we see Boston get the win here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
You're so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what?
Jason, with you guys being such...
All right, thanks, Allie. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson.
you.